Hello everybody, so let's look at how we can create an array in Rust and pass it to a function to be modified, and then how we can print it with a for loop. So let's actually create our array. So we need to do let, and because we want to change it, we used mut, and then arr is our array name, then the colon, and we have to specify the data type. So this is where we need to use square brackets, and we're going to make it signed 32-bit. Then we use the semicolon. So make sure you use the semicolon and don't use the comma. Then the number of elements, so 4. And then we actually specify it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will now give us our array, which we can then, let's get rid of our function for the time being. So we could just compile this now and print it out. So let's do that. We can just do rust c main.rs, and it's compiled. And if we do main, we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So the for loop has iterated through the array and printed x, where x equals to 1 the first time, 2 the second time, 3 the second. So because this is an integer array, all the values are on the stack rather than the heap. So let's actually write a function and comment the function, which is called change value. Now change value takes those values and basically it just sets first element to 5, second to 10, and you get the idea. The one thing to remember though is when you are creating the function, unlike when you actually use it, which would be on line 4, the array, the name of the array is followed by the colon, then ampersand mutate. The ampersand is because we are borrowing it. The function borrows, or it's a reference to the original. So we don't make a copy of the array. We reference the original array. So we're specifying that it's a reference. We're specifying that it's mutable. So we're allowed to change it. And then we specify the data type, which is an array of signed 32-bit integers. So this function, all of this here, gets called on line 4 here. And when we call the function, we pass in ampersand mut followed by the array name. So it's actually the opposite way around. If you look there, ampersand mut array, and there it is, array ampersand mut. So yeah, just always remember it's the opposite way around. It can, when you get started or when you're starting, it can be, you might forget to get them that way around. So yeah, just remember this video. Remember line 11, array, so it's name followed by ampersand mut. But when you call the function, it's ampersand mut followed by the array name. So back to command line, and yeah, just run it, and then there we go, 5, 10, 15, 20, and to start with we had 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we've done is we've modified some array values using a function, and we've iterated through those values and printed them out. There's other ways to do this, but for the sake of this demonstration, I thought this would be a good bit of practice to get to understand how to pass an array to a function. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.